ต่าง
Again, we are always improving, but the handling of the car. So, for instance, for the gearbox, we were able to reduce in red, you see here, the time to shift down.
Faster.
Yes, faster. We are going faster to, okay, to be honest, we were at 0.066 millisecond, and we are now at 0.06. So it's 10%, which is huge for already something that it's not easy to perceive, except if you are an excellent driver. Okay, and you can feel the difference. The side slip angle control, in fact, is a new algorithm we have in the ECU of the car in order to have more effortless steering activity when you already push the car, not at the limit, but close to the limit. Okay, so we consider the speed of the car, the lateral acceleration, with the new algorithm to calculate even in a more smarter way how to handle the car with a CST system and everything. Okay, so
Is it in race mode?
always. The ECU has a complete new algorithm, so a new method to calculate how to control the car. Okay, but when you move from normal race CST off, you are just changing the scale, I would say, where you will reach the limit and the car will start to react, to correct if you do a mistake. For instance, if you do a mistake, okay? If you are in normal mode, it means you are doing strong steering activity, then you just give the back going like this, but the car will react very quickly or very early, I would say.
Okay.
Then if you go to sport, race, CST off, the car will react, but later.
Slowly.
So,
Later, okay.
in other words, the car will allow you to play.
You pay more.
Yes, exactly. So, braking system, it's coming from La Ferrari. Okay, so we have a shorter braking distance from 100 to 0, same for 200. We have different calipers for better heat dissipation, new materials for CCM disc, new materials for pads of the car. Okay, and tire performance. Just to explain that, we developed for this car the tire with Michelin, the French company, and this tire is exclusive to 458 Speciale. Okay, you will find the same name on other brands, but the tire itself, the rubber,
the compound.
yes, the component is very specific and made for La Speciale. Only.
The Michelin.
Only. Okay. On a marketing point of view, if you prefer, it's much better to keep the same name, and you can put it on different brands, because one name to equip different brands on a marketing point of view means you are the leader. You know what I mean? Okay? But the profile, the rubber, the component of the tires are made only for this car, and you cannot fit any other tires for the time being. Okay? So it's very, at this level of performances, the point is each single detail will really improve the performance of the car. So we have new rims, minus 12 kilos, which is huge, minus weight reduction of 12 kilos.
12 kilo.
Minus 12. In comparison with the same size of rims, for instance, for the 458 Italian. Okay?
How many kilo of the wood? Like one year?
The weight of each,
I don't know. together 12
It's very light. But together 12
รวมกัน 12 yes รวมกันหายจากล้อเนี่ยเดี๋ยวเฉพาะล้อนะครับไม่เกี่ยวกับคาลิเปอร์นะครับ
12 kilos. Okay.
12ของคาลิเปอร์ก็หายอีกคาลิเปอร์เล็กลงเบาลงเพราะว่ามันเปลี่ยนวัสดุใหม่ไอ้นี่จะมีซิลิคอนมากขึ้นผ้าเบรกเล็กลงแต่ประสิทธิภาพดีกว่าเดิมมันก็เลยเบาลง
Just look. Okay, so all these details are for the dynamic of the car. Okay, if we speak about the engine we change materials used for the pistons. Yes, pistons chromes are different. We have a higher compression ratio, 14 for 1, which is very high. Most of the time you have this for supercharged engine. So you know that you have the phenomenon of knocking. It can be higher is your compression ratio. Earlier you can get this knocking phenomenon. So we have ion sensor analyzing around the spark plug in order to be sure that we can keep under control the knocking phenomenon. Okay. We have -8 kilos because we are using carbon now. Okay. So the carbon is standard for the intake manifold. Side are optional. Intake here and here full carbon. Okay. 605 horsepower. It's
Yeah.
4.5 liters.
Yeah.
It's just amazing because
Yeah.
we speak about 135 horsepower per liter. Any other car maker on the market today can do. They cannot. Okay, so that's currently for very let's say very good competitors, if I can say it this way. We speak about 126, 125. Okay, so again, huge improvement. So shifting for the gearbox, I told you. So combination, okay, we combine all details. We have, you see, I didn't follow the scene. The engine. Weight reduction, I told you, -8. And if we speak about aerodynamics of the car, we have most of external panels are new. Okay, so the rear bumper is completely new. We have a bigger spoiler like the F430 Scuderia, because at the end of the day, if you drive a 458 Italia and then you drive this one, this is not two cars you can compare. This car is without any compromise on performance, but customers that buy it, they have to compromise on comfort. Obviously, yeah, it's comfortable. That's comfortable. Okay, so we have a bigger spoiler, new bumper, you have a wider rear diffuser, and thanks to the new layout of the exhaust. Okay, if you look here, you will see the red flaps. Okay, the red flaps. There is again an issue controlling it, and we open and close flaps around 17 degrees, depending of the condition of the car. I mean, if you are straight line, the maximum speed, you will open in order to reduce the drag force.
Okay.
So you can increase the maximum speed of the car. Then after that we consider lateral acceleration, steering angle activity, and many other parameters to open or close. You don't do anything, the car is doing it.
But if they go straight line like that,
Yes,
if
you
you
open.
how speed it will go down.
I will tell you something after.
What about
It depends on the speed, okay, and obviously the lateral acceleration.
I see.
Okay, I mean, if we consider that we need to minimize the drag force, we open. If we don't need to minimize the drag force, depending of parameters, we leave the car, will leave the flaps closed. Okay. So most of the panels are new, you see. We are using now Texan, no glass anymore. So white reduction. We are using thinner glass.
This one as well?
Yeah, you see?
Thinner.
Yeah, thinner. Okay, white reduction. Parisou is a 458 already. We have the new bridge on the central console for the okay, specific aluminum, specific materials. Alcantara for better grip here. 3D fabrics in order to have a better cooling when you drive because if you push on the car. Yes, exactly.
What about the air conditioner? Is it the same?
Yes.
It's the same, right?
Yes.
It doesn't change.
No.
The same.
We use the same.
ส่วน CS มันร้อนนะแอร์
Okay, so we have a little telemetry system, so you can record the video. Okay, what you do, you can see on the screen the lab.
อันนี้มันมี telemetry ด้วยมันเป็นแบบสั้นใส่มันจะมีเป็นแบบ high precision GPS เสาติดตั้งแล้วสมมติว่าถ้าเรามีแบตอยู่แล้วใช่ไหมครับเราโหลดเข้าไปได้แล้วมันวิ่งปุ๊บเครื่องเนี่ยมันจะจำได้เราเบร
Okay,
กมันวิ่ง
braking I told you, the front bumper is new.
เราเบรกลึกเกินไปโค้งนี่ควรจะเข้าเลย
So
พร้อมให้เราเสร็จ
same. We already worked on the engineers worked a lot on the downforce. Lateral fins here also improve the downforce, and we have seen in the video these flaps. So these flaps are mechanical, nothing to do with the electrical one you have at the back of the car. So till 170 you keep it closed, okay, to have a better cooling of the engine, and over 170 you open, and then you go this way and you increase the downforce. Okay, and then you have another one, you can see red there. Yeah. The third one, 1, 2, okay, there is a third one. Yes.
มันเป็นแผงแนวเรียบนี้นะ
This one is opening.
มันจะเปิดลง
This one is opening at okay, 220. Okay.
but the mechanical
Yes. 170, 220. We optimize it.
this reduce เลย220 เปิด
Okay.
220นี่
170อันนั้นเปิด
So we have two big outlets for improving the cooling because obviously more horsepower in the engine is generating more heat. Okay, so I told you about the compromise for comfort. We are losing space. Okay, but it's before all car for really racing. Okay. Quickly, this is what I can say about the car.
Okay, thank you. And what is the airflow here?
Yes, coming from radiators
Oh,
to improve the.
from this one, right?
no.
No.
The
This one,
side.
This one, when you drive, for radiators, it's only up. Okay, so you go up. Okay,
This one will go up here.
Yeah, this one will open in order to increase the downforce.
Doesn't do anything with that.
No,
I see.
this one is the exhaust of the cooling system for the engine.
เดี๋ยวถ้าเปิดวิดีโอคุณกี้จะได้เห็นวิดีโอครับเห็นวิดีโอแล้วก็เข้าใจเลยครับว่ามันเปิดยังไงหมายถึงตัวที่เป็นเทคนิคอลครับเดี๋ยวจะเทคนิคอล